Good morning, traders. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good morning. Tesla, thank you for joining in. Love that you're a fan. How's it going, bud? Good morning. Anywho, today's going to be probably a pretty good day for trading. We have just 3 stocks that I'm going to be paying attention to. I always keep an eye on more than just the stocks in the heading of the title, but the 3 stocks in the title will most likely be my main plays for the day. All right, so anywho, we have Baba, LB, and WSM. So we have Alibaba, we have Williams-Sonoma, and we have L Brands. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing so far today, should be a pretty good day. Just with those 3 stocks alone, I'm gonna make the watch list very easy. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Mackie. So I'm gonna make the day pretty easy, where we're just gonna follow some of the main stocks, right? There's no point of making your job harder if you don't have to, right? So here's another thing that a lot of traders will fall into: searching and searching and searching and searching for the greatest stocks to trade all the time, when in reality, when you have earnings like we have right now, your job becomes really easy, because all you have to do, right, is just play the earnings. So rather than jumping around trying to find yourself a really good stock to trade, just play the earnings plays, because those are naturally going to have some pretty good moves. So today was a day where I could wake up and I knew what I was going to trade within 4 minutes. That was it. Didn't have to do any looking. I wake up this morning, Baba has earnings, Williams-Sonoma has earnings, and LB has earnings, all with pretty good volume. My work's done. I already know what I'm going to trade for the day. All right. The market won't react as you may think. Yeah, agreed. You never know exactly how the market's going to react. I would agree with that 100%. So let's get into sharing the screen and hop into it as we would normally do. So give me just a half second and we'll get to doing that. All righty, here we are. It is 8:40 a.m. where I am at currently. Okay. So with that being said, first one on the list will be Baba. Okay. So as you can see, Baba had their earnings. Baba went from a low of 171 up to a high of 186. Baba is a very big name company. This is going to see quite a lot of volume today. This is going to be one of my main focuses for trading. All right, so let's take a quick look here at the 1-year chart, or not, sorry, 180-day chart. The 180-day chart will show that Baba is having a very good day so far pre-market. The key area resistance I have marked off currently is 187. 187 is kind of the area where it started to pull back off of pre-market. It started to pull back at 186.50. Okay, that's where it started to pull back. Now, that's the level I have marked off as resistance. Currently, that'll be like the first line of resistance. So right now, 187 is going to be kind of the high breakout level. And the reason being is, if you look at a 180-day chart, I'll walk you through it. You're going to have to bear with me. Alrighty, so 187 was a consolidation resistance here. 187 was a bounce area there. 187 was a support consolidation here. 187 was a bounce level there. 187 was a previous breakout level here mixed with resistance. 187 was again support. 187 was again support and a breakdown and another breakout. So this whole $187 price point is a very key level to pay it. Or sorry, that might be, is it 187? Yeah, I think it's 187. Yeah, 187 is kind of the key level area to pay attention to initially. If in fact Baba can get up and over 187, it will then most likely pop up towards this. If it can break over 187, it will most likely pop towards the 190s. Okay, if it can get over 190s, it may then kind of magnet all the way towards 195. Okay, so again, what needs to happen for BABA to really continuously push higher is it first has to get over this 187 mark. Then we could see it push up to 190. And then if it can get over 190, we could even see it run up towards 195. I will say this, for BABA to break 187, go to 190, and then the 195 would be an extremely massive move for it to do all in one day, which I don't really see happening. With the amount of movement BABA has currently seen today, to expect it to move another $10 a share would be quite a lot. It's possible, but that would be a really big move. All right. So, and the reason I say that is, not that you can always base history, 100% correctly, but if you look at BABA, what it does on its earnings days in the past, it shows that it naturally moves about $10 or $12 a share on the day. We've already moved about $10 or $12 today from the pre-market low to where we're currently at. I still think BABA has a little bit of room to run, so that's kind of it. We're going to watch that 187 mark. We're going to watch up here towards the 186.50 and 187 mark for that to be a breakout zone. But for a dip buy to the long side, you're going to want to be watching right around this 183s, 184 price, okay? What we're looking for in BABA, at least I am, is for it to trickle down towards this 184 price, and then for a dip buy to take it long. Will it make it down to 184? Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. What I can see right now is BABA possibly even starting to head higher right now. It's trending down, but it's also starting to get bought up. You can see we trended down here, pop down again. Now it's starting to trend up. So if BABA can break over this trend line, we'll probably see it push up towards the 187 mark like that. So right now, currently, what to watch for is this downward trend line. It's made pre-market coming into the previous pivot points or old resistance level that it made pre-market earlier today, which is right about 184. So right around 184 would probably be a good area to start watching BABA long bias. For anybody who misses the 184 mark in the move possibly up to 187, the 187 will then be a good mark to watch for breakout buyers coming in to buy the stock above 187. All right. So what's going to happen is for anybody who gets in long here around 184, and if the price pushes up to 187, us dip buyers will start selling some shares to the breakout buyers. The breakout buyers would then hopefully push the price up over 187 for all the dip buyers, and then which will start selling into the move here, where all the then we'll start closing on our position once we get the breakout over 187 and get that nice pop. Okay, so that's kind of the game plan there, is hopefully this dips close enough to 184, holds good support, shows that it wants to kind of trend back up. We can get in long as we approach back up to 187. If that does happen, we'll start selling our shares to the breakout buyers. The breakout buyers will then push the price up for all the dip buyers, and then we'll start selling our shares out here to any of the FOMO traders that start hopping in late. All right. And then we'll look for a pullback and then maybe another entry long. Okay. Next thing. All right. Oh, by the way, don't ever take out the short. It's possible that, BABA doesn't go long today and it actually drops. So it's possible that 187 does hold resistance and it could start dropping from there. But just based on what I'm seeing, I highly doubt that we're really going to see BABA have a big move to the downside initially. Okay. Okay. Next thing is LB, or I'll talk about Williams-Sonoma. All right. So Williams-Sonoma gap up, and it's kind of dipped, curling around, and it's still kind of fighting to go higher. Now, for most, I would say this is probably, unless you're a little bit more experienced at trading, I think this might be a harder trade for today. And just bear with me when I cover this. And again, just because Williams-Sonoma's earnings plays in the past have acted a certain way does not dictate that today Williams-Sonoma will do anything similar to what it's done in the past. But again, history does tend to repeat itself, so we will go based off of what we have seen before, and that means we will most likely be looking at Williams-Sonoma short bias today. There will most likely be a long play followed by a short play. So if you want to get a little gutsy, try and take it long, then try and take it short, be my guess. But I will explain this here in just a second. All right. So the last time Williams-Sonoma had earnings was right here. Okay. What happened to their price? The price ended up gapping up. So it went up. All right. You can see this is their earnings play. And let me zoom in a little more actually. So you can see Williams-Sonoma gapped up, right? What did it end up doing? It gapped up, it popped up on the day, and then it ended up crashing for the rest of the day. So it was a small long play that was then followed by a short play, okay? Let's continue to the next earnings play. Next, before that earnings, Williams-Sonoma gapped up, popped up on the day, and then turned into a massive short that ended up getting bought up on a short squeeze. All right. Following the next earnings play was a gap down. Last before that was a gap down. Williams-Sonoma ended up going short and then flipped to a long bias trade to finish the day on the doji. So what does this tell you? So it tells you that the past three earnings on Williams-Sonoma have resulted in something like this, where the stock would go up on a gap up and then it would come down like this. All right. Or it would go up on a gap up, pop up, come down, bounce, and then stay at a doji, right? So chances are we're going to see a whipsaw seesaw day on Williams-Sonoma. And this is my personal approach, is I think we're going to see Williams-Sonoma pop up, go long today out of the gates towards the pre-market high. And then it will be a short play that comes all the way down to kind of test probably 65, maybe even 64 areas, 63s maybe. We'll see. So do understand Williams-Sonoma is probably going to be a whipsaw and a seesaw day where it goes up, then it comes down, and then it maybe goes back up. So it'll be a fun one to trade, I believe. Ooh. All right, next thing on watch is going to be L brands. All right. So L brands, in my personal, my personal opinion, the way that I'll be trading L brands, it will be a short trade today, and it will most likely be an all-day fader, where we're going to anticipate that L brands will be a short, and it will most likely continue to the downside today. Now, L brands does not normally see massive days on its earnings or its regular days, so don't anticipate this thing's going to move $20 a share or $10 a share. We'll most likely see Williams-Sonoma have a movement of anywhere from $3, probably $3 at most, maybe like $2 to $3, something like that. So again, here we go. If you look back at all the previous earnings on Williams-Sonoma, Williams-Sonoma is the type of stock that has its earnings and it follows the direction of its gap, right? So like on this last earnings, right, it gapped down a little bit and then it ended up continuing up. Let's go to the past earnings before that. The last time it had earnings, it gapped down and it continued dropping in that same direction for the rest of the day. Let's go to the earnings prior to that. Williams-Sonoma gapped up and it continued running in that same direction, but then thereafter kind of pulled back a little bit. So again, Williams-Sonoma is the type where it's probably going to continue in the downside direction. Right now, it's currently into a 52-week low, I believe. I think it hit lows at 29, right? Yeah. So Williams-Sonoma has hit a 52-week low. With that being said, this could just kind of start falling off and just fading out for the day. Now, looking at the chart here today, Williams-Sonoma has a previous kind of support bounce. That doesn't even make sense. Hold on one second. Somehow I just got logged out of TD Ameritrade. 1 second. Okay. So for Williams-Sonoma, or sorry, LB, interesting. I don't know. That was weird. I know. I always forget which stock I'm talking about. So with LB, it has a previous kind of support here after I was trading around $30.53. So today what I'll be doing is watching Williams-Sonoma. Hopefully it pops up around to this $30.50, and then we can look to take it short around there. But with Williams-Sonoma, I would definitely look for the price to kind of pop up first and then look to get short, okay? And those are going to be all of my main plays on the day. All right. Yeah, so LB. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, those are going to be all the plays for the day. Other than that, that is all the stocks that I'll be watching, just those 3 tickers. If I trade those tickers correctly, and if you trade them correctly, you should not have a reason to really look for anything else to trade today for the most part. I'll take a look at VSTM. Sure, why not? Let's see. VSTM, too low a volume for me to day trade. If you're swing trading it, maybe, sure. Does have a little bit of an ascending triangle taking place on, there is an ascending triangle taking place right now a little bit on VSTM, so it could lead to a breakout. But again, it's just, it appears that it just doesn't really trade that much volume throughout the day, which means it's not necessarily a good stock to day trade. Okay. No Tesla today. Nope, no Tesla today for me. I could speak about Tesla. Tesla's gone on that big push. It's seeing resistance. It's gapping down. After the big whipsaw down and the big bounce back up, I don't see that Tesla has a whole lot of movement to trade. So there's really no point of really focusing on it for me today. Again, I see it more as a choppy consolidation day. I could be wrong, and if I am, doesn't really matter because I'm not trading it. But again, we already seen Tesla go through a massive short, followed by a massive short squeeze and a big long play. So right now is more of a consolidation moment, right? So no plays for me on Tesla. So other than that, nope, not watching Netflix today. I mean, I will, but it's not my main focus. So I'm not watching Netflix currently. But anywho's, you can watch it. It is gapping up quite a bit today. I'm still running, you know, so anywho, with that being said, everybody make sure to have a great day, stay green, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning for another watch list. And to answer your question, I do a little bit of swing trading, not a whole lot of swing trading. I mostly do day trading. Every once in a while, I'll do a little bit of swing trading. But other than that, you know, I don't do too much swing trading. So guys, take care. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Make sure to either join our Facebook groups, our free chat rooms. All the links are provided in the description of the video below. So make sure to do that before heading out. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning.